find anything.
Nah, not much really, no.
I might have.
Yeah, same. Here it says,
Oh my god, guys! Billy McFarland has been sent to jail again.
What? Wasn't he like released on probation or something?
on the fire festival, they sent him back. I think it was about fake tickets or something.
Mad. Yeah, it says here on Refinery 29 that he was arrested and convicted of wire fraud. This thing called New York City VIP and stuff that he was managing was actually selling fake tickets to private events at a really high price and ended up getting caught. This dude is an absolute disgrace. I mean, who would even think of bailing him out of prison?
Seriously, man, the dude's a mess. Wonder why he went too far. I mean, feels like he lost his mind.
Hold up!
Who is Billy McFarland? Well, his real name is actually William McFarland. Born in 1991, the 28-year-old was considered to be an entrepreneur. He founded the once considered successful startups Magnesis, Fire, and Fire Festival. The fall of these ventures and the truth behind their failure earned McFarland the title of the consummate con artist. He was charged with wire fraud for his role in the Fire Festival and has been sentenced for 6 years in prison. So, how did he end up where he is today?
Before the chaos, Billy McFarland was an aspiring young entrepreneur, founder and CEO of the Magnesis company. But what really is Magnesis? First established in a Manhattan townhouse as the ultimate place to socialize between professional young entrepreneurs, the Magnesis Black Cards were described by Financer.com as the poor man's American Express Black Card. Billy's knockoffs allowed exclusive access to VIP discounts, early bookings, and reservations at exclusive luxury events for a membership fee of only $250 annually. Billy's intentions started off genuine, but became more power hungry as he saw the growing market consumership of exclusive events. Then came the problems, which inevitably foreshadowed the Fire Festival failure. Business Insider's article recounts former Magnesis members' complaints. Failure to fund and deliver tickets. Trips were cancelled. Dates changed and rescheduled. Refunds took months to be returned. Tickets were overpriced and delayed, conflicting with the card's benefits and promises. They were even given an F grade by the Better Business Bureau for lacking advantages compared to their competition. But rather than improving his brand name and business acumen, Billy valued his personal enjoyment and the sexual benefits of the Magnesis headquarters, as mentioned by former Magnesis employee Jenny Batts. Enough question marks can stem from this, but unfortunately, Billy expanded onto bigger, yet not necessarily better things.
Moving on to Fire. McFarland's concept of the Fire mobile app allowed users exclusive access to book artists for commercial events. As Fire Media's consumer and commercial base expanded, so did Billy's compulsiveness, ambitions, and visions eventually prompted the creation of the infamous Fire Festival, founded by both Billy and rapper Ja Rule. Promotions began in 2016, promising luxurious accommodation options, entertainment, and food. Tickets started from a few $1,000s up to $250,000 for deluxe tickets. By hiring social media's most popular influencers, such as Kendall Jenner and Bella Hadid, to post promotional videos on Fire's orange-tile image. This resulted in a rapid increase in popularity and attention, which made its failure much more noticeable. There were countless signs leading up to the event that should have brought up red flags. The first sign of disaster was when the Escobar family, who owned the island, kicked Fire out because of a breach of verbal agreement that Pablo Escobar's name, the previous owner of the island, was strictly not to be mentioned or used for marketing. Fire Festival took down images of what the expected accommodation was to look like. And after finding a new location, they realize they have massively oversold tickets. The day leading up to the festival, heavy rain sought to open tents and mattresses, destroying most of the rooms attendees were meant to sleep in. One of the headlining performances, Blink 182, announced their withdrawal from the festival. During the festival's days, arrivals had to wait 6 hours before getting to the main site. When they arrived, they were surprised by the fact that basic needs such as food, water, shelter, security, and sanitation facilities were almost non-existent.
There's no water over there. Oh, Jesus. Maybe we all get to burn it down at the end. No, we just burned all of our money. Mom, Dad, if I don't make it home, I love you guys. I know you told me and Matt not to come on this, but we still did.
Late arrivals were locked in the airport terminal with no access to food or water and no air conditioning. A passenger recalled that at least one person passed out. The horrifying events caused the festival to shut down before it ended. After the disaster went viral on social media, the company offered all attendees a choice between a full refund or VIP tickets to the following year's festival. Lawsuits began to be filed against the festival's organizers, highlighting the numerous crimes committed that clearly violated consumer protection laws. McFarland was arrested a few months after the event, while also being sued for a $100 million class action lawsuit.
The scandalous history of Billy's fall is summarized by the Securities and Exchanges Commission. McFarland's offering fraud and materially false and misleading statements and omissions were purposefully designed to make Fire Media, Fire Festival, and Magnesis appear more successful and financially stronger than they actually were. But so what? People questioned a lot more than just Billy's honesty and ethics when everything fell apart. Could all this disaster be a result of one person's actions? And if it could, how did he end up with that much authority in the first place? Who gave him credibility? We know that Magnesis created their connections between McFarland and investors and celebrities, which we can call stage 1 of Billy's credibility. Ja Rule's encouragement and involvement in specifically the Fire Festival was stage 2. And finally, stage 3, were all the social media influencers that promoted and advertised the Fire Festival by being in promo videos and sharing it via Instagram to their millions of followers. People asked some pretty relevant questions that have not been clearly addressed, even avoided. Where was Fire Festival's co-founder Ja Rule? Where were all the media influencers that were promoting the event so enthusiastically? They were not there. They advertised it, their followers trusted their say on the event, and people who ended up wasting their money and their time on this event suffered. And the influencers not only had the luxury of not experiencing it, they also profited at some point during the process. Was Billy that cunning, being able to fool all these celebrities? Well, yes, maybe. But does that still not raise concerns on how much influencers have power in our day and age? Referring to Ja Rule, Lucy Jones from Independent asks, shouldn't he be coughing up for the unpaid bills as well? According to BBC News, Kendall Jenner was reportedly paid $250,000 for a single Instagram post.
This is the ultimate example of following social media influencers down a dark path.
Billy's scandals definitely had an impact on influencers and the spotlight they've been put under. It's gotten the community, like politicians, businesses, individuals, etc., to take serious precautions and reconsider the dangers of the control influencers have on their followers and other users of social media. The real question we should be asking ourselves is, to what extent does an influencer's role in promotions define their involvement in the outcome?